We are live. I think. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spooky Sundays. I just need to adjust the camera. So, Renata, say hi.
Hi. Feeding our faces. It's the only time we have time.
Literally. Been slightly chaotic as usual. I wonder if I can pop that up there. I'm trying not to.
That's okay.
I'm propping it up on things in the background. We're running a little bit late tonight. We've been trying to do too many things in one go.
As usual.
Per usual. And it's 45 seconds till we're supposed to be live. So I'm going to turn this on and this on. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. We have got the background music going, ready to kick off the show. Hoping very much my voice holds up because it ain't been good. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Becca Lee. And hi, Penny. Hi, Maxine. Hi, Lisa. Hello, Rigmore. Where are you all watching from tonight? Let us know. We're just going to keep eating really healthy food.
Thank you, Becca Lee, for your question too.
Oh, Raymond. Hello, darling. Love you. You do not see me eating bad food.
No, not at all. It's not happening.
I think I have to mention the F word tonight in my story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're covering everything tonight. We're covering angels, possessions, demons, witches, whistling.
Yeah.
What else? What did you say? Oh, the F word.
The F word. I love the background music. It's awesome.
So it's going to be an awesome show.
Hello, India Mara. South Australia. Awesome.
Good evening, everyone.
Is Dan giving us the update?
Gig guide update. The Hot Potato Band will perform
the Hot Potato!
Southmines Theatre on Saturday, the 15th of April.
How's your weekend, everyone?
Hello, Catherine.
A stack of Angels rarities at the Wheaton Park Hotel, and the Wayward Kings hit the stage at Stag and Hunter. Keep up to date with everything happening around Newcastle and the Hunter. Visit newcastlelive.com.
Oh, happy birthday, Virginia, for tomorrow, is it?
Sometimes unconventional.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to the Spooky Sunday Show, giving you a variety of tones to kick off the evening. My name is Anne. I'm a paranormal investigator, and I am one of the hosts here on Spooky Sundays. We're also joined by the grey-haired devil over there. What's your name again?
Renata Daniel.
And you've got your voice back better than mine.
Yes.
Thank you. It's going to be a great show tonight. We have got jam-packed full of spooky goodies. I may even have to mention the F word, and we know what happens when that happens.
I hope that's in the second half.
Yes, it is.
Good. At least we can get through the first hour.
Maybe.
Without too much trauma.
Yeah, maybe just a coughing fit here and there, but I'm on the desk so I can mute myself as soon as I head off into coughing land, because once I go, it's pretty loud, isn't it?
Yes.
You were calling the funeral director earlier, saying she's about to go.
She's about ready.
She's about ready. Come and get her. Anyway, it's been a great weekend. We've had ghost hunts on. We've been out. I've been at Miss Porter's house, and you were out at Wollombi, and we had Maitland Jail on Friday night. We've got a cracking week coming up.
Oh, yes.
We've got an investigation at New FM radio station.
Should we even be mentioning that?
Well, it's okay. That's all right. I told them about what we do after they booked us. I don't think we're competition. I think it's fine. But yeah, Joel's been seeing some ghosties through the window, and he asked us to come out and check it out.
Oh.
And they're going to be bringing in some listeners. So listen to the new
Wow.
FM if you get the chance
Yes.
to possibly get in on that investigation. We're only taking eight people because we know it's a very tiny little space in there.
Yes. And we've got another interview.
Yes, we do on Tuesday.
Yep.
With Tamara, and we're not quite sure what we're doing. She sent some questions through to us, and we're just going to turn up and have some fun because I had my agent once call me a camera whore, and she's probably right. I love being in front of a camera. I love being in front of a microphone, and I've dragged this one kicking and screaming along with me now.
Yes.
And even you have said yes to a camera interview.
Yes, I have. I still think I've got a great face for radio, as I say. So I'd rather be in front of a microphone than in front of the camera.
Yeah, my physique is not necessarily great for camera, but I know that there is not a lot of people like me who are confident enough to get out in front of a camera. So I used to get a lot of work doing TV commercials and bit of TV work. So yeah, so it's interesting world. Just be confident in your own skin and don't care what anyone else says. I know it's hard, but be Teflon, as Beth used to say to us. Be Teflon, let it slide off.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, it is now 4 weeks and 3 days till we leave.
Yes.
England and Ireland, here we go.
Can't wait.
So I said to Renata the other day, is it too soon to get the suitcase out to pack? And she said, nah. And then the next day I said, is it too soon to go to the airport and sit and wait there? I'm keen to go. What can I say? All right. What's your story for us, Renata?
Okay. So I came across this one, and there was a video attached to it, but all I can actually give you is a still shot. And if you go to...
She's going to hold it up to the microphone now for you all to look at.
If you go to Newcastle Live Street Team page, you'll be able to see what I am talking about. It is a still shot of an outdoor camera, so one of those surveillance cameras, which is sort of across to the front of someone's yard, like the entrance, entrance to the house. And they feel that they have caught something that might be an angel.
Is it a cockroach?
It's no,
it's an angel, for sure. There we go. You're going to do it now. We apologise for any coughing you may hear during this. We have been struggling for a little while.
So it's the video kind of shows it a little bit more, but the still shot will still work. And this, of course, is the news of the week. It says a dad of 3 was left astonished after capturing footage of what he believes to be a flying angel on his Ring door cam, and now wonders whether it could be the spirit of his dead father watching over him and his family.
That was a big leap.
Robert Mansfield, 33, couldn't believe his eyes when partner Stephanie Scott, 31, showed him a video taken while she and 7-year-old son Oscar Scott, were returning from a dog walk on March the 7th. Footage shows the mother and son pair approaching their front door with Maltese and Pomeranian cross Chloe, just as a white mark appears above them in the night sky. The mysterious mark then drifts upwards before vanishing altogether. And no, it's not an orb. It's not an orb.
Okay.
Yeah. Robert had been just 14 years old when he lost his dad, Mick Mansfield, who died at the age of 44. He says the clip has brought him so much comfort, especially as the family has had a tough time of late after Chloe lost an eye following an attack by another dog.
Darling.
Chloe. At the time the video was captured, 2-year-old Chloe had been returning from his first walk since he was attacked by an intruding dog to the family's garden. The supposed apparition was first spotted by Stephanie while she was carrying out one of her regular checks on the door cam. Robert from Beaumont Lees, Leicestershire, said, "We've had a tough time recently, so seeing something like that makes you think someone's out there watching out for you. We always say my dad is my kid's guardian angel, so seeing something like this is heartwarming. It might be him. I've never experienced something like this before. It was amazing and it gave us comfort." So while Stephanie showed me, she asked if it's an angel because you can see the wings flapping.
Oh.
Oh, I told her it can't be because I'm not a huge believer in stuff like that.
Therefore, it can't be.
But when I looked into it, I was really surprised and realised it could actually be something. The intriguing footage has divided opinion. The clip has since been shared via Facebook, where it has clocked up nearly 50,000 views and counting. Some have, we don't get anything with 50,000 views.
No,
I
we've got
just
to
don't.
5,500 on
Oh.
our Timu video now. I'm very excited
It's
about
not
that.
even, it's not even paranormal.
Oh, they
Jeez.
wanted to work with the sound effects, so that was good.
Some have been moved by the beautiful footage, while others reckon the mark is just a reflection from young Oscar's coat. One stunned person commented, "No way, there is no mistaking that." And another wrote, "Oh my God, that's so beautiful." A third argued, "I've watched this over and over and I think some sort of reflection of the people walking. If you watch when she disappears off camera, so does the reflection. Oh, ain't that person a party pooper?"
Yeah, I've got the picture up and I've actually shared it on the YouTube page as well so they can see it. And you can see the street light, and then you can see some other little reflected bits and pieces. And that one's sort of smack bang in the middle. It does look like a line of lights reflected from that street light. Except it's got wings.
Yeah, I'll talk in a minute about it. So,
Okay.
Robert isn't convinced by the reflection explanation, however, adding, "People have said it's a reflection on the coat, and I've done a bit of research." There you go. He's used that coat loads of times, and nothing has ever come up on the doorbell camera like that.
Yeah, but you'd have to be standing in exactly the same spot with exactly the same conditions to compare it.
Yeah. If you look closely, the lights go bright, and then when it disappears, they go dull. That can't be a reflection. My opinion is, yes, it is a reflection because it actually moves in exactly the same way the lady does. Sorry. But
it gives them comfort.
It gives them comfort. And who are we to say, who are we to burst that bubble for them? They've had a really tough time, and this is one of those things that turns their lives around for the better, and they feel comforted by that. Let them feel comforted by that. That's absolutely perfect. But
and look, it's only our opinion.
Yeah, from being paranormal, I'd probably say no. And like I said, that's the still. You can actually find the video of it, but I couldn't download it.
India Mara said the door cams and the home security ones are really bad quality. I walked in front of my security camera and I vanished.
Oh.
I like that.
Wow.
I mean, I know our cameras. It's poor quality. It has night vision, so.
And look, we get a lot of these. We actually get a lot of people that send us security camera footage and say, "What do you think this is?" And obviously, often it's some sort of an anomalous light that does look like it's floating about, or it's sort of something in the yard that becomes reflective, or it's some sort of weird little anomaly, that makes them wonder what in the hell this is.
Yeah, and we've had some people say that it's demonic. Like some person might look at that picture and interpret it as demonic, whereas other people will look at it and go, "Oh, that reminds me of an angel, therefore it is angelic." But with these cameras, they are a very low pixel quality, and depending on the amount of pixels you have, will let you have the better quality picture. So each little pixel, if you can imagine, is a little pinpoint of light that can be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, white, black. And it's those, they change color to create the image that is being projected into it. So if you imagine people standing in a stadium with those cardboard pieces of cardboard, and they all run out into the stadium, and they've all got to line up in the exact number, and then they hold their cardboard above their head, and if you're looking down from the top, it would, put out the "Will you marry me?" or "Go the Newcastle Knights." It'll all come up with a picture, but each one of those little pixels on their own wouldn't make sense. So if somebody walked out in the street with one picture of that, and you'd look at it and go, "Well, I don't know what that is." You need to see the full picture. But just the smaller the the pixel, the more the amount of pixels you have, the more detailed image you can have. So you can have shades and blurred images and hues, but when it's a cheaper camera, which these ones only have a small amount of pixels, it's not a very good image. I hope I'm making sense. Am I making sense, Renata?
It's difficult without illustrations.
I thought I was explaining it really well.
Oh,
I'm sure
you
the
did,
people
you tried,
that
yeah.
I did my best, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
you-
and Maxine says she can see an angel. And the thing is, when we're told it looks like an angel,
That's
that's
what we
another
say.
thing. Our brain says, yeah, I can see the little flapping wings and things. But I mean, who says that angels look like that anyway? You know, who says that angels have wings?
the Bible
That-
said it
that's-
so.
That's how we've interpreted
Didn't
over
they
the
say Saint
years.
Michael had beautiful big wings
Yes,
and a big sword?
yeah, the bigger the wings,
and
the
stepping
greater
on
the
serpent?
angel. Yes, but
Did he have a crystal around his neck?
that is the depiction we have been given, and so therefore we see that as, or anything that appears like that looks angelic, and I'm not here to sort of argue about that, but
We can if you wanted to.
we can, no, we won't. But you can. I mean, the still photo, it does look like something, and we've seen photographs like that of like bugs
Yes,
that fly past.
I've got one
And-
that looks like a dragon.
Yeah, and the flash hits the bug.
Mhm.
You don't even see the bug because it's flying past so quickly, but the camera will capture it.
Yep.
And the fluttering wings of the bug and the little legs that stick out look like this little F creature,
Yes,
a little
it
F
looks like
creature.
legs and arms.
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely.
Yep.
But it's a bug.
Exciting. Oh, look, Dave's come up with a good one here. Scientific evidence suggests the more birthdays you have, the older you get.
Oh, clever.
Is that what it says? The older you live. Yay. Thanks, Dave. That was fabulous. I think I just wrecked your joke. Anyway, I'm hanging on to the wrong mouse. We're going to...
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
let's
going to
go that way.
head off to the song because I need to have a good cough. My song selections this week, so I hope you enjoy them. I used to be a school teacher, so I've always sort of enjoyed this song. We'll be back straight after this. I had to turn that down very quickly so we didn't get edited. All right. How are we all going, guys? Hanging in there? Now, if you want to text us in some questions, it's not Tarot Night tonight. This is our Spooky Sunday radio show where we talk about all spooky sorts of stories or superstitions or legends or creatures or what's in the news. So make sure that you text your paranormal question in to 0490 84 88886. So I've got to try and mute this music so you can't hear it because otherwise YouTube stops us putting stuff out. It's my story next, Renata.
It is.
All right, I'm doing the ABC of whistling tonight. Who knew that whistling was so unlucky? Bloody hell. All right, Renata, you're going to have to save my voice. You talk to people for a little while.
Okay, all right. So, I've got nothing special to say.
My brain has been like mush.
I've been researching possessed nuns for too long. I want a story, another possession story after 9 o'clock. It's a doozy. It's a real doozy. It goes back to, I think, the 1400s or something or other, or 1500s. Because, mean possessions are like this at the moment. And I decided to go way back in history and see what I could find. I found a very interesting story. So stick around to listen to that one.
Another break.
So we're going to, I think we're going to have a story off again after 9 o'clock.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, what's yours about?
The F word.
Oh yeah, the F word.
And witches.
I see, I've got possessed nuns.
I think you might win. You've got more possessed nuns. These freaking possessed nuns.
There's lots of them.
I know. are all in on the act getting possessed. You wait to hear the True Hauntings episode we did on them.
Oh my God.
I think we had a breakdown after that. It was all too much.
I haven't processed, and that's why I'm still looking at possessed nuns, because I haven't processed that story yet. It hasn't actually left my system, like everything else it did this week.
She had a cleanse.
Oh God, I had a cleanse.
Giant big cleanse.
Oh, it was terrible. So I was into my, I think, 3rd week of feeling unwell. You're into like your 4th month of feeling unwell.
I've been unwell all year.
But
Honestly,
we're soldiering on. We are soldiering on, people.
Steve suggested I should have a rest and have a couple of nights off from doing tours. Does he not know who we are?
What a stupid idea.
We're workaholics. Dave said wolf whistling does not attract wolves.
No? Oh, Anne Wilson says, wish I could send you my pic of a little boy spirit who wakes me up. I caught a great pic of him in spirit.
You can
Wow.
text it through. So I'm just listening to make sure we don't miss the end of the ads. So we've got ads going now.
Featuring a rolling lineup of local and
Who's seen our Temu unwrapping videos? They're freaking hilarious. You wait till you see the one we did the other day where I've ordered something and I obviously did not read the description properly, and it is not what I expected.
I nearly peed myself. Myself. It was the funniest thing ever. Now, our Temu voucher is still going, isn't it?
Yes.
Right, so next break, we'll tell you about Temu voucher before we cut off this live.
And apparently it's people are getting the discount on everything.
Okay, they're getting a discount on everything.
And we're back with Spooky Sundays with Anne and the very sexy voice. That's just hanging in there. All right, we're up to everyone's most favourite segment ever in the history of Spooky Sundays.
Except for me.
And that is the ABC of superstitions. That's only because these all come from your era, Renata. It's all from the 1800s.
You bored me out with these.
And look, I knew this was going to be a good one because I've got my dictionary here, the Encyclopedia of Superstitions.
Yeah.
And under the word whistling, the very first word is semen.
Uh-oh.
So we knew that this was going to be a good topic. But of course, they're talking about men who go to sea. Don't get too excited about that. I can see you with that chip and gravy there. Just suck that down. That's all good. Now, geez, these sailors are very superstitious people, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
There's not much you can do on a ship.
Oh, no.
Don't even break wind. You'll be in trouble. So, particularly for seamen and miners, it's very, very unlucky to be whistling on the job, and also actors in theatres.
Oh, no, you mustn't whistle.
No.
Backstage, no.
So we're going to go through some of it and work out what's happening. So with sailors, now they say it's very understandable. To whistle is to imitate the wind, and so that is what you call sympathetic magic.
Mm-hmm.
Imitative magic.
Mm-hmm.
So they would look at you as you are whistling up the wind to raise the wind, and therefore, see, I talked about farting, and there you go, we've got wind.
Mm-hmm.
So they would think that you were using a bit of magic to do that.
Yes.
So it's even more unlucky if a woman whistles.
Oh, women can't do anything.
No, can't at all. But there is a story about a Scarborough sea captain in the mid-19th century. Oh, you probably knew them.
Yeah, probably.
Who refused to allow one member of a party to board his ship. He said, "Not that young lady. She whistles. That's it. What if you had one of those, like a loose tooth and you whistled through it? You were doing that for a few weeks.
I was.
You'd be put off the ship. Not that you'd be on the ship at any stage anyway.
No.
Yeah, so that's a well-known story. A woman who whistles is always ill-omened on land as well as sea. I was whistling today.
You were.
I practiced my whistling. A whistling woman and a crowing hen are neither fit for God nor men. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Does anyone else know some superstitions about whistling? If you do, text them through while I finish this off on 0490848886. So that's a bit of a proverb. So no crowing hens or whistling women, otherwise you'll be in big trouble. They're supposed to bring misfortune or death to those that are around them. Oh, along the coast in England, a female whistling was known as a wind raiser.
Yes.
And the witches.
Yes, remember when we went to Boss Castle and there's a picture of the witches whistling in the wind?
Yes, and they were supposed to be able to produce storms by whistling. So consequently, any woman doing so could be suspected of raising a gale intentionally or otherwise that might be dangerous to shipping, especially to small vessels such as owned by the fishermen. But
no,
they used to actually pay women, didn't they?
Yeah, just to to bring the wind up so that they could actually go out to sea.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're reporting that they're bad, but they actually used to make use of them as well.
Oh, India Mara says, do not whistle at night. It brings out the hairy men.
Oh, that's right. I read that story.
Yeah. And Shane just said that too. Whistling attracts yowies. Well, you've got a hairy man at home.
I must have whistled. He's very hairy. Oh, and
you don't even have to leave the house.
No. I don't even have to whistle. Anyway, all right, so they're talking here about this anti-feminine prejudice, these mongrels. It goes right back to the 16th and 17th century, where they thought that the women were guardians of secret knowledge.
Well, we are.
We are. And female witches were far more, and in the trials, you'll notice there's far more women than there were men in the trials, because we've got all the power. And the act of whistling in itself is deemed to have the power of raising wind and storms, whether done by a man or a woman, and this was all considered to be part of this being a witch business. There was a story about someone who was sailing on the River Elbe. They began to accidentally whistle, which the watermen disliked. That's the seamen, and to give them, they got quite upset about it. On the other hand, sailors are said to whistle sometimes gently to raise a breeze.
Who knows?
Now,
they're allowed to.
Yeah, they don't understand, do they? Whistling down a mine is also unlucky. It's supposed to annoy the knockers.
Oh,
the tiny knockers.
Try that the next time we're at Gloucester.
Oh, yes. Oh, the Gloucester gold mine tour.
Yes.
Oh, we've got to fix up that paperwork too. These knockers are supposed to hang around in the mines, and if you upset them, they'll bring about some misfortune. In some districts, it's said to cause an explosion or some other disaster in the pit.
Oh, no. So
whatever the explanation given, whistling whilst underground is usually forbidden. I have to ask Roman if that's still a thing, because he works up in the mines. And an inexperienced lad who starts to do so is at once silenced by the older men. Shut up, lad. Oh, I sounded like a bloke there, didn't I?
You did.
I really did. Right, so it's not particularly disliked in the theatre as well, except if it's part of the show. If it's part of the act that you're doing, that's okay. So you can whistle while you work, except if you're in the mines room on the ocean. Oh, Renata, we're referring to Snow White. Just go stick your head somewhere. That's it, we've set her off. We've got a wheeze. Don't set me off because I've got no hope of recovering. All right, so you're not allowed to whistle in any part of the building, especially the dressing rooms.
Yep.
where it means that somebody, not necessarily the whistler, but somebody in the theatre in that room is about to be out of work. So if you did happen to do that and there was more than one performer in the room, the culprit was usually turned out of that room at once and made to turn round 3 times outside before being allowed back into the room.
And rightly so.
Yes. It's also considered dangerous to whistle after dark. So here we go. But this is in the St. Ives in Yorkshire. And they're saying that if you whistle after dark, the offender's driven out of the house and made to walk 3 times round it to break the spell. Oh, nearly finished, you'll be pleased to know. We've nearly finished the alphabet. I'm going to be very sad.
I'm not.
I'll have a whole new ABC for you all, don't you worry.
Yeah, of ghosts. ABC of ghosts.
No, I've got it all sorted.
Oh, no.
So now, not only the wind...
beneath your wings?
You are the wind beneath my wings. Hang on, I'm trying to read this. Not only the wind or a general bad luck that could be, this isn't regards to whistling again, is regarded as an ill-omened act. Sometimes it attracts entities that are far more dangerous.
Oh.
Now, this is interesting because you would go hunting with your dogs out into the fens, and then the dogs are trained to respond to whistles. But the people that were hunting didn't want to whistle after dark for their dogs because they were frightened they were going to call up the lantern man.
Oh, who's the lantern man?
I don't know. It's a local form of fire fiend, rather like a will-o'-the-wisp, who haunts the marshes and is perilous to those who see it. If anyone is rash enough to whistle in the dark and so call it up, you're going to like this. This one's really good. He must at once be flung face downwards on the ground with his mouth in the mud. The spirit will then pass over his body, presumably without noticing him.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon that's just someone having a laugh. Oh, you've whistled. Down you go, face first into the mud, and they're all going, silly boy.
Silly boys.
There you go.
Mm.
That's the ABC of whistling. Thanks for joining in.
WXYZ, 3 more weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, praise be Jesus.
You're going to hell. That's all I'm saying, Renata. You're going to hell. But in the meantime, we're going to head off to a song. We'll be back with your paranormal questions, your spooky ooky questions. Maybe you can suggest for me an ABC of what we should do next. And we'll be back. Text through to 0490 84 888 Back soon. Done. All right, guys. Keep following us in on the show.
What's the Timu code?
Oh, the Timu code. Hang on.
We'll put it in the
It's sales something. Hang on. No, I've got it here. If you want to check out Timu, our code is SALE, SALE 2846, and you get an extra 30% off. It's not valid in the US, California. What? Oh, valid in the US. It is valid in the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand.
Woo!
So I'll pop that up into the comments so you can see what it is. And I saw there was a couple of questions there. I will answer those for you. So that's the site is Timu. Have fun with that, guys. But we need to get off the air, and we'll keep following us on the radio station on either Newcastle Live or on the Newcastle Live app. Bye.